So guys, we got the brakes for the 72 Mach 1. Here's the old wheel cylinders. Instead of buying new ones, which one of these I think looks like it's been replaced before, we're going to clean them up and rebuild them. We got this rebuild kit here. Let's see, it's got all the rubbers, and let's see what's in the box. Yeah, we got the little plungers and the spring. So really, just buy new wheel cylinders. It's best to just rebuild them. I mean, it really don't take much time. You just gotta clean them up and put all the new hardware in, and that's it. I mean, kit only costs like $5. The wheel cylinder is about $25. I mean, if you got time to rebuild it, if you're doing a project that's going to take you a long time to finish, I mean, you can rebuild them and it'll be good. But if you're stranded on the side of the road, or you just want to just buy a whole wheel cylinder, don't want to fool with taking it apart, clean and all that, just buy a new one. So anyway, still working on the progress of the quarter panel. We finally got it straight. Got the body filler on there and everything, and still messing with the inner wheel well up under there. So progress is coming along with Mustang. Got the rear end in it, as I showed you guys in the last video, and right now it's just the axles are in it. They don't have any brakes or anything like that on it. It's just bolted straight to the axles. The wheels are no drums or nothing. So that's what we're going to build this wheel cylinders, get the brakes cleaned up, and get everything back on the rear end, and start putting the brake line on the rear end, and then run the brake lines up to the front. So that's it. Let's get the cracking. Next thing you want to do, you want to clean up your pistons, your metal pistons. I forgot about that. They have rust on them. So what I'm going to do is just carefully use the bench grinder. If you can hold on to it. Be careful whatever you do. Don't come out of there unless you just use your hand. Be careful. With a tight grip on it. Now, you can clean the inside too if you want to, but that's just where your little rods go in to press against the brake pads. But really what you want to worry about is the outside roundness. You want to make sure that's nice and clean, because this won't move right. That's one. Alright, so we got our wheel cylinder clean. We got our bleeder screw out. You want to make sure all the passages are clean. You want to make sure your bleeder screw is clean. with some brake cleaner. Make sure the little hole in there is clean. You can take your sprayer, if you got one, blow it out unless you're brave enough to put it in your mouth. Anyway, so here's all your rebuild parts. You want to put your spring in first. Well, take that back. No, you don't. You want to put your plunger in first. The plunger goes in with the cup facing out. You don't want to put it in like that. You want the cup facing out. Then put your little metal cap in. Make sure it moves freely. Then you put your spring in. Then you put your other cup in. And then you put your metal plunger in. You want to make sure that everything moves free. I would not recommend, I wouldn't recommend putting any grease or PB blaster, because that will contaminate your brake system. And then the only thing you got is these little rubber caps that go on each end. Comes with the kit. There you go. Wheel cylinders built. Like I said, if you see any heavy scarring or rust pits inside of the wheel cylinder, you want to hone it out. Get your wheel cylinder hone, small hone, and hone it out, clean it out. Make sure it's smooth. It's just like a cylinder in your car or motorcycle. If that cylinder is scarred up or anything, it will let compression by. Well, if the cylinder on these is scarred up, it will let the brake fluid by. Then you'll still have a leaky wheel cylinder. So, let's put the bleeder screw back in. There you go. So I get this other one built, and then we'll put the brakes on the car. So we ran into a dilemma. This wheel cylinder right here is rotted. It is rusty. Just look at that. That is not going to free up. So I'm going to say this one is going to have to be replaced. See if we peel this off. Yuck. I mean, it's been like that for a long time. There's probably some deep rust in there. I don't even know if... Well, it's trying to move that side. You might be able to soak it in something. But by looking at all this right here at the end, that's a lot of rust in there. I don't know if that's going to clean up. Probably best just to get a new one. But for what it's worth, I'll put it in some parts cleaner and soak it. That one is probably going to have to be honed out, because it's going to have some rust pits. Probably. One side did try to move. That side moved. That side didn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the bleeder screw out. I'm going to soak it in some parts cleaner. Maybe, just maybe, it'll free up. Get to look inside of it anyway, but might can be saved. That's so tight. At least the bleeder screw came out. So by taking the bleeder screw out, we're able to force some fluid in there, some parts cleaner, but I can see in that hole down in there, it's not too pretty. You can see the gumminess in there where the bleeder screw came out. I don't know if this is going to be able to be saved or not, but we'll try it anyway. Alright, let me see what I can do.
Low power.
Well, we're going to check on the wheel cylinder that was partially frozen and rusty. I had it soaking in my parts cleaner. We're going to pull it out, see what it looks like soaked overnight. So, let's do it. So this is the wheel cylinder that I had soaking overnight in the parts cleaner. I did clean it with the wire wheel on my bench grinder. I haven't blowed it apart yet, but I'm fixing to do that now. Hopefully it'll be worth building. I really should get a box to do this in, but pretty sure we can find the pieces. One, as you can see, it was on the spring. Going that way. There's the inside of it. It's kind of gunky looking. Now we just need to get the other one out. Let's see, where's this? There we go. It's like contaminated brake fluid. There. So, let's get this cleaned out and see how it looks. Put it over here in the parts washer. Does have some rust in it, but it's not bad. Actually, this looks like it's old brake fluid or something. Well, let me get this thing cleaned out some more. I'll show you guys. Alright, so I got the wheel cylinder cleaned out. real good. It did have some slight rust pitting on the inside of it, but now I got it pretty smooth. What I use, I had these sanding drum kit. Got these from Harbor Freight, and it had this little sanding drum set up here. A little round piece of sandpaper on the little rubber grommet and tighten it up. And this was the correct diameter to lightly run it down in there and lightly sand it, clean it up some. So don't want to do it too much because it'll have so much play in it that the fluid will leak by. So what we got now is to put the little rubber cap in there. Like so. And here's a little metal pieces here. Flip it over. Put your spring in. Here's your little rubber. That's straight. Stick your little plunger in. Then you got your little dust covers or boots, whatever you want to call them. Set the camera down, kind of hard to do. One in there. There you got it. A nice compression fit. Kind of poke it with something, make sure it springs back on both sides, and that's number 2 wheel cylinder. Here's number 1, so they're ready to go on, and hopefully they don't leak. So next, it's going to be cleaning up the brake shoes a little bit. They got some good meat left on them. I'm not going to change them. They look good and thick. So we're going to clean up the hardware and then we'll put them on the car. I've already cleaned up the adjusters. Well, this one anyway. I got to clean up this one. But after that, we'll be ready to put it on the car. And the back brakes will be together to put the drums on. So we got the brake shoes and all the hardware back on the rear end on both sides. Wheel cylinders has been rebuilt, and now it's time to sandblast the drums so they can be painted. We got one here, and we got one in the blaster. So, sandblast these, get them painted, and get them on the car. now we got the drums sandblasted. We're going to, with the grinder one good time. So you knock off a little bit of the surface rust that the blaster didn't get, and then we're going to paint them. I think I better get some safety glasses. I've already done one. How clean they look, even where the pads ride. Nice and shiny. There's no grooves. These were actually some good drums, and the shoes were actually good. It just had a lot of surface rust. Tried to get out much surface rust as I can, but I think that'll be good enough to paint. Here's the other one. Let's see what's in the inside. There's the other one. What I'm thinking of doing is putting some light grease on here just to keep the surface rust from building back up until the car is ready to hit the road. Think about just taking like some light, maybe Vaseline or some light gear oil or something, and wipe the inside of the drums so that won't rust back up. And then I thought about paint, spraying a light coat of paint on it. I mean, that could work. Light coat of spray paint, and then when I get ready to get the car on the road, I can always pull the drums off, clean it all off, and I won't have to worry about all that surface rust. So I'll probably just do that. So, but I'm gonna get the drums ready to be painted, wipe them down. Got my acetone cleaner and a spray bottle just to get the grease off, make the paint stick a lot better. It dries real quick, so you have to wipe it while it's still wet. There you have it. Nice and clean. Maybe I shouldn't touch it with my hand, but it's alright. See, rust, dirt still coming off of it. This stuff is supposed to get rid of all that fingerprints and stuff. Drums are brand new on the inside. There we go. Now let's get them painted and on the car. So what I did, I just hit the inside with a thin coat of black spray paint just to keep the surface rust off on both of them. So when the car is ready to roll, I can always just slide them back off and take some brake cleaner or something and wipe that spray paint off. I just don't want surface rust to build up. I have to end up sandblasting again. So now we're going to get them on the car. Let's get them painted.